Damn it, Sid.
What's going on?
I get influence with power players, only to have it squandered by a sister calling in favors under my name. Do you know she got the genome for... oh, what is it? Cats. Pulled from storage. 1, there's no place to grow anything right now. 2, it seems they aren't even a food. So why?
She just has her priorities a little backwards.
I'll say. She got this idea in her head that she needs to help everyone. And she thinks what we do is so exciting, but doesn't really understand what it takes.
Because what we do is exciting. We make people's lives better.
You make it sound so wonderful. We see some real shit.
But we don't quit. Because what we do matters.
It does, doesn't it? Even on the worst days, knowing we make a difference.
To make a difference is probably all Sid wants.
But what if she gets herself into another mess? What if she gets hurt?
She'll have you to watch her back.
I hate it when you're right. She's going to go her own way, no matter what I do. If she does it without my help, she'll run into even worse trouble. Thanks for helping me with this. I swear, my sister isn't going to drag us into an ambush again.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Thought I'd start this episode off with a conversation that we didn't do before when we did Vetra's loyalty mission. So she's been wanting to talk to me, and I haven't been avoiding her per se. I've just kind of been focusing on other things. So happy to have that conversation out of the way. In this episode, we're going to talk to Avidus on the VidCon, and we're going to see what he wants, and probably get moving towards the discovery of the Turian Ark and the Turian Pathfinder and things like that. However, before we can do the thing with Avidus, I'm going to talk about the pregnant woman.
Prepping VidCon communication.
I want to talk about that pregnant woman really quick and just at least report it. So let's go to the VidCon, and we're going to go to Director Addison first, and then we're going to talk to Avidus.
Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
That's why she left to start. Yeah, I think so.
She wasn't abducted by exiles. She left because the Nexus had no plan. She said you didn't want people to try getting pregnant.
Of course I didn't. We had no worlds. We knew we would lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
I don't understand the mindset behind... Maybe I'm just biased, for having a son, but I don't understand the mindset of somebody saying that having a kid is selfish. Like, it is a ridiculous time commitment and money commitment and emotional commitment, and it completely throws your life upside down. Like, if I was selfish, I wouldn't have had a kid. I would have been like, nope, no kids. I'm not saying that people who don't have kids are selfish. I'm just saying that it's if I was a selfish person, I would not have a child. Anyway, talked Addison into this. Cryo contraception, save Kennedy from what? I guess we'll just go down the row here.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before Cryo?
No way to tell. It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It's not a plan.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
Yeah. You got a point there. All right.
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
All right, then. So we need to find a ZK tracker in the Gavorkum system and also in the Zaubre system, which is something I'll totally do. as soon as I'm done with Avidus. Let's check this data pad really quick. Did I read this already? Yeah, this is the poker game thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I read that already. Okay, Avidus, what's up, man? Talk to me.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
It could be coming from your salmon plant.
He's sending me his location.
We did find evidence that Natanis may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanis hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Scourge or not, colonists were ejected from the Ark.
There must be an explanation. Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
I will meet you there. I will meet you there right now. That's the mission we're focusing on today. So I need to go downstairs, which is this direction. Get up to the galaxy map here. And let's check out where Avidus is located. Not in this system. Avidus is... Okay, so we have the little things that matter, which this is the quest for Addison, right? That's the thing we just talked about with Addison. I'm looking for... I don't see it. I don't see any indicators that would lead me to believe... Journal. Lost but not forgotten. This. Okay, it's over here. So I have to actually track it to see it. That's... Alright. Okay, so for this, we're going back to the Ramav system. And it looks like Arctitanus is right over here.
Approaching the nav point provided by Avitus.
Oh man, that is definitely the Ark. It's right into like all of those asteroids and stuff too. It's damaged for sure. Scourge definitely did a number to it.
That's the Turian Ark. It's seen better days.
Incoming call.
Pathfinder, I think we're on the right track.
No kidding. Is it safe to board?
Only one way to find out. I'll meet you inside.
Okay, so it says the Tempest sensors show severe damage to all sections of the Turian Ark from exposure to the Scourge. Due to hull instability, moving the Natanis would be ill-advised, but it should be safe for a recovery team to extract the remaining stasis pods. Alright, let's dock. So I'm not sure who to bring on this because, like, even though Vetra is a Turian, I'm not gonna bring PB. I'm gonna bring Vetra, even though because she's the Turian. But I think it's probably a good idea to bring Cora for this. Biotic Commando. She was with the last Arc 2, and then she's a Turian, so we might as well bring her. She doesn't really interact with us though, as if she cares much about the Arc, which is kind of odd. I haven't really seen much dialogue from her in terms of like caring about the Arc. But it is what it is. I'm gonna keep the same gear. No changes to the gear. I don't really care enough to change it, so let's go.
Limited power. Life support's busted. Surprised there's any gravity at all.
Had a hell of a journey.
Looks like it barreled its way through the Scourge by force.
HO47C. It was supposed to be the Turian homeworld in Helios.
Like Habitat 7.
Whoever was piloting the Ark wanted to get here, no matter the cost.
Interesting. So it collided, huh? They're following the plan.
Even if that meant jettisoning entire sections of the Ark.
It doesn't make sense. Come on. Speculating won't get us anywhere.
We're lucky this part of the Ark survived.
Looks can be deceiving, Pathfinder. The hull is barely holding together.
Thanks, Sam. Always a ray of sunshine.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Uh-huh. All right, so I'm using a new mouse. I've been complaining about my mouse in the last episodes and stuff, or previous episodes, so I got a new one now. Instead of the G602, I'm using a G502, and I'm hoping that my key bindings are not completely screwing me over. I'm hoping that I can get used to it so it doesn't affect my combat, but we'll see. If I'm slower on abilities, or I'm like not doing it as like I have been before, it's because the buttons are all different spots now. Let's get the terminal here. Captain Dia Preden, full report attached, but our new home's going to put Palavin to shame. Really? What did I tell you about sending me science crap? Unless it's got charts and pictures, it's all gibberish to me. You and Rick's up for drinks after the goodbye party? I've got a special bottle of Horosk. I don't want just anyone sampling. Making borrows. The Pathfinder is... Oh, this is from Captain Dia to the Pathfinder. I was gonna say, like, the Pathfinder's talking like this? That's kind of weird. Okay, from the Pathfinder. Now with more charts and pictures. As for the drinks, we'll be there. You know how much Avi loves his Horsk. Okay, well. At least we have verification. This looks very much like the Hyperion.
Hey, this door's still got power.
I wouldn't open that, Pathfinder. It leads to space. Perhaps you could divert the power to a different
It leads
door.
to space. Can I open it anyway? They won't let me. Okay. Wait, does this console work? It does.
Power has been diverted, Pathfinder.
Plan has been neglected.
This one's still got juice.
Looks pretty busted. Think your Sam can get us in?
Don't give the AI all the credit. I help.
Excuse me.
I found a log from Dea Prayton, the Ark's captain. The video is corrupt, but I can recover the audio.
Play it.
Something's tearing the Tannis apart. Half the cryo chamber is gone, trying to get anyone awake to the escape pods. Spirits, there's no time. Find Mason.
Maybe she found him. Made it to the escape pods.
He wouldn't leave the Ark without me. The Tannis didn't get here on its own. We need to know what happened next.
The rest of the data in this console is corrupt. Perhaps if we find another. Or the Ark's sound node.
Alright, let's keep looking.
And the dialogue needs to be louder, doesn't it? Alright guys, I'm trying. I'll try it in editing, see if I can get it to boost. All that stuff, we'll take all of it. I don't think there's really any reason in this game to ever leave any loot behind, except for the being full. Like, it just doesn't make sense to leave anything behind. A cybergenic stability update. Just received confirmation. With the exception of the leadership and life support teams, all passengers have entered cryostasis and are sleeping soundly. Jacana is on our way up to you now to oversee the closure of your pods. If you haven't changed into your uniforms, do so now so that we hit our departure time. Once everyone is asleep, I will do one final round, then join you in the abyss. Rix. That's Avidus. To Avidus from the captain. No one tried to jump ship? Don't know if I'm impressed or nervous everyone's that confident in the mission. Don't stay up too late, Rix, or you'll be an old man by the time we reach Helios. Cryogenic stability. To Rix from the Pathfinder. Avi. That's Avi is Avidus. Yeah, that makes sense. Jacana said that it was fine if you oversaw my pod closure. I know I said I wouldn't go against procedure, but I want your face to be the last thing I see in the Milky Way. You can scold me while I enter cryo. See you soon. All right. So they were definitely friends, like very good friends. All right. Open this door. Let's go this way.
Well, we're not going that way.
Guess we're not going that way. Debris appears to have collapsed during the Ark's journey through the Scourge. Okay.
This one also needs power.
Maybe we can use the same trick as last time? Divert power from something else?
Well, yeah, that would be here.
The door should now be operational, Pathfinder.
It's so easy to divert power to the specific door, isn't it? So this is the atrium.
Avidus, over here.
There's another console there.
There's still life in this one.
Sam, how are we doing?
Mason, bring it back.
Mason, not Macon. Sorry, my bad.
The video's corrupted on this one, too.
What about audio?
Repairing now. 1 moment, please.
We're going to find him, Avidus.
Mason, he's more than the Pathfinder to me.
Playing audio now.
Sam, how far to Abby's pod?
300 meters.
An easy stroll then. Damn it! Maybe not so easy.
Where's the rest of it?
That is all I could recover.
Damn it. He was looking for your pod. Do you remember anything before waking up on Havarl?
I told you. My first memory was clawing out of my stasis pod.
Then we keep looking.
Gotta find the SAM node on the Ark. So I'm assuming it's a very similar thing to mine, so it's probably in that room here.
That door leads to the SAM node.
Yep.
We've got to get in there.
So we've got some stuff that I can scan through the walls, which I've been looking at. And it looks to me like... well, we need power, first off.
The SAM node should now be accessible.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's really that easy. I don't have to do anything else. Open.
Sam, where's the Pathfinder? Where's Mason?
Avi. Commence. Stars.
Avi, isn't that what Mason called you?
He's the only one who calls me that.
My counterpart is suffering from severe trauma. If I partition the damage, it may be able to speak with us.
Be careful. I don't want to lose this Sam because we rushed for answers.
Avitus Riggs. Welcome home.
Sam, Mason sent coordinates to this location. I need to find him.
You are mistaken. I sent the coordinates.
On your own?
What do you mean you sent the coordinates?
The Pathfinder ordered me to help Avitus find a home for the Turians. I located our destination, HO47C, then sought out Avitus.
Why would Mason do that?
It was his last request.
This thing's still busted. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
We should have access to Mason's logs. Maybe there's something in there.
Abby, whatever we hit, a piece of it shredded my suit. Stings like hell, but spirits, it's beautiful. I need you to go on for the both of us. Don't let that temper get the better of you. Sam, commence transfer.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Even the stars look brighter.
He died before the transfer was complete. That must be the source of Sam's trauma.
Why bring me here? What was the point?
To finish the
Complete
transfer. Yeah.
The Turians need a Pathfinder.
I can't.
Why not?
What do you mean you can't?
I never thought I'd get the job. My whole career, I worked alone. I don't know how to lead people. I don't want to lead people.
Yes, you can.
Avitus, I've seen you protect settlers. You found the Turian Ark. You've already been playing the part of Pathfinder. Just without the title.
A title that belongs to Mason.
Which he wanted you to have. Rejecting it won't bring him back.
What if I let him down?
You could only do that by walking away.
Exactly.
Ah, damn it, you're right.
Shall I begin transfer?
It'll be safer on the Nexus. Suvi, call Tan. We need a shuttle to pick up the SAM node. Tell him we found the Turian Pathfinder.
Hey everybody, so we're leaving the Nexus right now. You guys, I probably skipped ahead in the video a lot here. I've been kind of...
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
Yeah, Liam's looking for us. I've been like going around trying to find like some of these loose end stuff, and I was gonna show it. I got like 20 minutes of recording done. I was gonna show that stuff, but like it's not important stuff. It's really hunt and peck, and honestly, one of them is even bugged to the point where it just wants me to go back and forth between the habitation deck and like the docks, like the orbital habitation, whatever it's called on the Nexus. It wants me to just keep going back and forth between those two locations. It doesn't have an actual waypoint, so I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna show you that kind of stuff. Hello, Pyjack.
He must like it in here.
What, no snarky comments from my crew? Okay. Anyway, so I think it's a good thing. I actually think it's a good thing that the new Turian Pathfinder, right, is kind of humble. He's sort of like unsure of himself. Normally you don't want that in a leader, but I think starting out, it's better than being super cocky, especially if he's realistic about his own abilities, because he's gonna take a lot less chances, a lot less risks, and probably not get people foolishly killed, you know? So I think that's probably a good thing starting out, is for him to be sort of realistic with things. Anyway, I just went to the Nexus to see if there was anything different now that we found the Turian Ark. And like, there's a couple of people just kind of whispering and sort of talking to each other about, you know, ooh, the Turians are here, or my sister's was on that Ark. I don't know if she's alive. There's like little things like that, right, that are there. But there's no noticeable change. Like, there's no actual scene like there was before with Tan making an announcement. None of that stuff is there. So I'm just gonna not bother with it. Just like showing you guys that, because it's just a waste of time. So we're gonna go do the little things that matter now. This is Addison's mission. And once we're done with that, I'm going to try and figure out what the next step is for Liam's loyalty mission. Then once we do Liam's loyalty mission, we'll go up here and hunt the Archon. Sounds like fun.
Just detected a ZK tracker.
Scan's ready. We need Dr. Kennedy's location.
Understood. Believe me.
Let's get it.
Anomaly detected. Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker.
Try and get me the last message through.
Attached. We find the source. This tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
Satellite tracks initiative shipments and allocates emergency drops without authorization. No ZK tracker satellites were authorized or deployed by the Nexus. Okay, so we have Rokar actively seeking her, which is obviously not a good thing. It's also symbolic, they said, which means that they're gonna look to kill. First baby Andromeda dies. That's not what we want, so.
Pathfinder, I've detected the last ZK tracker we need.
Right. We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the Rokar.
Erratic. It's drifting, and I'm getting kit drive wash.
Now the Keter involved? Damn it, get close.
That's pretty close.
Calla was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation or Rokar. We have to find them on Vold.
Satellite tracks initiative shipments without and allocates emergency drops without authorization. No ZK tracker satellites were authorized or deployed by the Nexus. That's the wrong button. I need to hit spacebar. There we go. So locate Dr. Kennedy on Vold. Guess where we're going? The snow planet. That's where we're going. You guessed it. I just told you what it was. Let's do it. So we have potentially Rokar and Ket after her now. Potentially. So fun times. She picked a hell of a place to go for safety.
Beginning approach.
Cold, a terribly cold planet with 2 factions seeking to kill her.
Vold orbit is steady.
Although, to be fair, the Rokar were... Ooh, hang on. Architect Husk Vold. Interesting. There's 2 landing zones here. Was there always 2 landing zones here? Or did we get this landing zone after we... Wait a minute, that's new. And it's floating in the middle of space. It's actually not on the planet, it's orbiting. Hold on, we're going here first.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Whoa!
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
It is amazing. This Remnant's Architect's programming directives has been interrupted. It is in an orbit. It is in an orbital standby mode and remains tethered to its home planet Vold. From this clearer vantage point, obvious subtle damage from repeated freeze-thaw cycles in a saturated environment. Many systems seem to be pinging for maintenance. Also, the fact that I shot and like totally damaged it when I was shooting at it, you know, that probably didn't help. 60 Remnant research data. Nice.
Vold orbit is steady.
I wonder if we can get one of those on like EOS and stuff too. There's probably one floating around those planets as well. Okay, so we're gonna take probably not Vetra. I'm not against Vetra per se, but I think probably Jal here. I think these two. All right, back on the surface of Vold. And it looks like Dr. Kennedy's location is over here, so we're gonna go ahead and fast travel to this point first.
Mayday, mayday. Any initiative personnel, we need help. This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you. No, not now. This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
She's having a baby now.
Is that typical?
Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood.
She's having a baby right now, folks. Oh yeah, my powers are totally messed up.
Still needs help.
I need to figure out. There it is. Okay. The mouse, man. The new mouse. Oh man. Oh, we got more landing right here.
Turret ahead.
Looks like it needs power.
Tell them to hurry.
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on.
I'm on someone else's schedule.
I think I might put up with the problems the other mouse had just to have my buttons back. I like my buttons too much. Oh, that sucks.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Thank you.
I'm taking off. Wait until you're clear. There's no time.
Combat clear. Are they out?
What about it, Kennedy?
Oh yeah.
We're safe. He's safe.
Congratulations!
Chal.
Get clear, Doctor. But we have to wrap this up with Addison.
Understood, Pathfinder.
Chal's so happy for that. Yeah, that was awesome. He was so happy. I'm not sure why I'm jumping. The new buttons, so like, I used to use the 602, right? And it's got 6 buttons where my thumb can access them. This mouse has 3, and they're also in a different, like, kind of different spot. They're not as quite as easy for my thumbs to hit. So where normally my thumbs would be resting naturally on my ability buttons, now I have to kind of peck for them just a little bit, which like is okay. I'll get used to it eventually and it'll be no problem, but like as a new thing, I've been using it for like, well, about 3 days now as of this recording, and I've never used it for this style game yet, so it's just a little bit strange, just a little bit weird. Did they go over here now? I think so. I think they went back to the main area here.
Hell of a shot, Jal.
They become easier if you imagine your target is the Archon's face.
Noted.
Couldn't move for a second there. It was a little weird. Oh, that's it then. So they just took off. We hear the baby, and that's it. We're not going to get a chance to talk to them. So we may never know what they look like. Well, okay then. That's the mission. That's what we set out to do. Is there anything else we could do in this episode? I know it's kind of getting a little long anyway, so probably not. We just have to contact Addison. So I guess we'll just do that, and we can end the episode here. And then the next time we come back, after that, we could do something like this, I guess. I don't know. These little side missions are nice and all, but I'm not really like into the 100%. I want to do things fluidly as if they make sense for a story. And I think the thing that makes sense now is Liam's mission to get his loyalty, and then we'll go to do the Archon, I think. So let's extract and go talk to Addison.
PB's been looking for you.
PB's looking for me. Is she in here?
Oh, come on, think. I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
Mm-hmm. Can you chill out?
You've got to relax. You're starting to stress me out.
I'd like to. I need to. Yes. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
There's room for two. I don't know what this does. We haven't really been pursuing a romance with PB, and this actually doesn't say it's a romance response, so that's kind of interesting. Let's figure it out. Let's do it. Why not?
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it.
Actually, both of those two options were affirming it, so like I couldn't decline.
Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. This hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
You haven't taken the bait yet, but I'm not afraid of rejection. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
Oh, that's a thing. How many of my viewers would actually so I can actually pursue strings, or I can say heck yeah and actually have no strings, or I can say no thanks. I don't know how many of my viewers would. I feel like you guys would go nuts in the comments if I didn't. Plus all my talk of liking the blue people, right? All my talk of liking Asari. Okay, well, if I did this, then this video would totally not be monetized. So that's not a big deal. I guess I don't care.
That'll be fun.
Okay then. Say no more.
Oh, you mean now? Here?
You do know what say no more means, right? Huh.
Whoa.
Huh. Oh, we're floating right into the,
Ouch. Who cares?
Ow!
Ow.
No strings. Right, Ryder?
No strings.
I don't know, man. They didn't show anything, so it's not a big deal. I probably cut a lot of my... If you saw a weird cut before that, it's probably because I cut a lot of my dialogue out, because I was like talking about like different decisions and stuff, but like they didn't show anything, so I guess it's okay. I was like, kids, cover your ears, or cover your eyes. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's talk to Addison. I don't know, man. That's kind of a weird thing. I'm just doing it mostly for the game, I think, there. But, yeah, Ryder hasn't really gotten... I wasn't really into PB, to be honest, but at the point, it's been like, what? How many years since Ryder's, you know, gotten a little action? I don't know. Decades? Centuries, actually, if you want to be literal. Call Director Addison on the Nexus. Let's go. Speaking of babies.
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Lungs like a banshee, and safe.
And now that you're back in the fold, it's the Initiative's job to keep you safe.
You're overlooking the thefts?
This all started with tech that could steal Initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research, and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No, thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
Agreed they need surveillance. We need self-sufficiency.
Locking people up isn't the solution. We can't watch everyone all the time.
You had to comb the cluster and run a gauntlet to save them.
From what I've heard, they've done the same for every outpost. Your Pathfinder knows you can't keep this bottled. If you want us safe, make it all safe.
It's best if you're on the Nexus.
Where I can keep an eye on you. And we can talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
You never said what name you chose. Maybe Pathfinder? Scott's good too.
No, it's David. David Edward, for an old friend. Goodbye, Ryder, and thank you.
Level up. Level 55 now. Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode. I think the next time we're gonna go and talk to Liam about his loyalty mission and what he wants us to do. We'll do that, and then if we have time from there, we will start our hunt for the Archon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been an adventure so far. It's gonna keep being an adventure. Come on back for the next one. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and let me know in the comments what you think of the decision to fool around with PB. I mostly just did it from a gameplay perspective. I didn't really do it as a character, or like, I'm not really role-playing, if you will, Ryder. I don't know. It's not really a role-playing game in that way anyway, so. Yeah, I'm probably still gonna go after Cora, because that's just my thing right now. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
What about it, Kennedy?
We're safe. He's safe.
Congratulations!